Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are back at it again for Prospects eRacing League, here for the PlayStation Division Tier 3, Round 2, where we find ourselves at the Monza Grand Prix. I'm your commentator, Just Gaming, and I am here with Owen. How you doing, buddy?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I am very, very excited to kick this off again. Honestly, been waiting for this race to happen today. Chappers, hello, my man, and welcome to the chat. Being the first one here as well. Quick from that man, got that notification instantly. Love to see it. Love to see it. But
Yeah,
let's.
looking forward to this tonight and seeing how this qualifying and race goes. It should be an interesting one, especially after last week's race.
Yeah, exactly. These tier 3 drivers always know to provide us with some beautiful, beautiful racing and beautiful, beautiful content as well. But just so the people back at home know where we are, as Mark 7 God is going to be making his way out of the pit lane, the first person to exit out of the pit lane. So we're just going to stay on board with them. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prospects eRacing League Formula 1 Pirelli Gran Premio d'Italia 2022, where we are here at Autodromo Nazionale Monza to kick off round 2. Very, very excited. Again, commentators Justin and Owen. And this is a pretty historic track in the Formula 1 calendar, Owen. Been here since 1950 and been constructed back in 1922. And about a third of a year, so those construction workers, they are definitely not like the ones that we have now on the highways, in Owen.
Oh yeah, it takes 2 years for any roadworks to be done round where I am. So.
More like 5. More like 5 years in that matter. But yeah, honestly, a very, very historic track. Has been here since pretty much the beginning of Formula 1, if I do remember.
Yeah, I love Monza. It's well, my favourite, obviously, because I'm a big Ferrari fan. So always lovely to see this on the TV. Would love to go one day, but as anything, it's just so expensive.
Yeah, exactly,
Probably
man.
one
Exactly.
of the most expensive on the grid, just because of the sheer amount of Italians that are always going every year. So you're kind of in competition to get tickets, and then if you try and get tickets, it's normally the most expensive tickets there are.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to get in there, you're probably going to have to pay top dollar for the VIP ticket. But yeah, the first ever Grand Prix here at Monza was back in 1950, where I think it was one of the most, like, yeah, it was actually part of the original Formula 1 calendar in 1950. So when Formula 1 actually had its own calendar and started it all off, so pretty historic for the Formula 1 scene. We're looking at around 5.8 kilometers each lap, as we are here for 27 laps. We're looking at around a race distance of 165 kilometers. Wait, no, I haven't done the math right. 161 kilometers. That'll be 28 laps. But yeah, of course, as well as the lap record back in 2004 by Rubens Barrichello with a 121.046. I think we could definitely see these drivers beating those sort of times in qualifying.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Mark 7 God.
Ooh.
Ooh. And two key parts of this track, of course, ladies and gentlemen, as we just saw Mark 7 got spin around on the exit of Ascari. Pretty well known, and for the drivers out there, a pretty well hated part of this track, as it's so difficult to go on the throttle and have the traction down. But we see Monster is going to be crossing. Actually, you said Monster? No, it was Cavalis that actually crossed the line. But who's going to be setting the standard here? And it's going to be Bubbers, a 122.875, as Craigie crossed with the 124 to kick it all off on his set of mediums. A little bit of a all over the board. A few of them on the soft compounds, a lot of them on the mediums. I think it's like perfectly split, actually, if I count it.
Yeah, so my tier 2 race tier 1 race, sorry, the other day, and it was I was in battle with, come towards the end, the guys that started on the mediums, and then they were on the softs towards the end, and it is a very good strategy if you can make it work, but it only works if there are no safety cars. If you get no safety car, you can really make up some good time towards that later stint on the medium, and then getting on them fresh softs. But obviously, as a safety car comes along, it kind of throws your plan out the window a little bit.
Oh, definitely, it definitely does. Like, it doesn't take any prisoners, this track, and I can definitely tell you that. But one person that we are going to have to, well, not that we have to, but like that we actually want to kind of watch out for today is going to be Craig. He took the race win back at Mexico, ahead of T. De Silva, and he's going to be definitely looking for a back-to-back win here today. So far, seventh fastest on the grid in the Red Bull, currently improving by 2 tenths, coming up towards Parabolica to finish it off. 11 corners around this historic Italian circuit, as he now moves up to fifth fastest at 123.8, and that's 3 drivers with that sort of time on the mediums as well.
It's a good time. Good start time. I think he can go quicker though on their mediums. Always takes that second and sometimes that third lap on their mediums to get him absolutely perfect. The perfect time.
Well, let's see if he's going to be the one to bring it home here today. This track, even though it looks simple on paper, it's more intricate than what you think. A lot of tight corners, the braking zones you have to time to absolute perfection, and it can definitely catch out the casual drivers. But of course, here in prospects, these people are way past what's it called, the casual drivers. These guys are prospects, like esports prospects here. And these guys are pretty close to being in the real thing, as Craigie improves by a second and a tenth. So this is a very, very fast time here from the current drivers championship leader here tonight. So let's see what sort of time he's going to come around Parabolica with. As Cavalis did break into the 121s, a very good time in his constructor's home Grand Prix in the Ferrari with a 121.484. But Craigie is able to match up with the mediums of Pandaman Gaming with a 122.315 for the Red Bull, and I think that's a good time to start off on, because me personally, I would rather start on the mediums than the softs at this track.
Yeah. I was so 50-50. Sometimes the softs are very good at the start. You get yourself away. But after probably about lap 4, then the mediums really start to come into their prime. And if you can stay with soft runners, then yeah, you're laughing really on their medium tyres.
Yeah, exactly. But the one thing about this track that really catches everyone out, of course, there's a Scari. There's the 2 chicanes on the track of turn 1 and 2, and also 4 and 5. But of course, parabolic. But the thing is actually at the race start, we have actually experienced both from the real life scene as well as of F1 leagues all over the world, where it is very, very difficult to actually make a move and actually gain a position into that, as we currently see Vintage actually take too much of that curve. I almost went airborne for the Haas there as he went into turn 4 and 5.
Does he have damage?
He might be having some underbody damage, but let's just say that when it comes to these Formula 1 cars as well, there's basically no cushioning. You're basically sitting on the under tray. So if there's something that hits that under tray, you're gonna feel it, and it's not gonna be a good time.
That's why a lot of the drivers are really suffering with this porpoising in the new era. They're putting their bodies through a lot. Is what some of the drivers are saying, that some of them just can't even handle the what would you call it? Sort of the
movements, yeah.
The movement that's going through the neck, the back. Really, some drivers are really suffering. So the ones that normally were maybe at the top are now not so at the top, middle pack towards the rear, just maybe not got the hang of the car. So
it's definitely going to make it difficult. I'm looking in the chat right now, actually. So we saw Chappers actually being the race engineer for Monster, as he also joins the comments as well. Keep your head up, Monster. You got it. You got this, baby. You got this. Owen Tansley as well. Welcome to Prospects eRacing League. Can they join this league? Of course, you can get yourself signed up. I'm pretty sure the admins wouldn't mind having you as a reserve driver to start off with, and then see where you go from there. But of course, when it comes to Prospects, ladies and gentlemen, we actually recently expanded from not only PlayStation, but we expanded to our PC league that happens every Monday, 2 hours before the stream start of the the tier one of PlayStation. Sorry, I just had a brain fart there. But also we actually expanded to Xbox as well. That happens on Thursdays for their tier one, and it's just good to see prospects expand and get themselves more well known, as well as having us 4 tiers in PlayStation. But we're also going into Gran Turismo 7, as hopefully things will be fixed with on their end as well when it comes to the online service.
Fingers crossed the new servers can be fixed.
Yeah, exactly. How do you enter? Well, Owen, since you are a special guest in the comments, I will quickly send over a invite link so you can get yourself all signed up and get everything set to go. And honestly, you are going to love it. It is on Discord as well. So I just sent it just gaming into the chat. So if you want to get yourself involved, go right in there. We can definitely have you. You can even be a commentator in the future. You never know. This job is fun. Seeing a lot of battles over the field, a lot of memorabilia over the seasons. And Owen been here longer than me, and he can definitely agree with that.
Do apologize, sorry.
Yep. Oh, you haven't got Discord? Well, Owen, Tansley, that's kind of how we actually have everything all nice and set up for the Discord. But hey, to be honest with you, even if you if that's a turn off, just sit back and watch the show. Like, it's a very, very good league. A lot of good people here as well, and honestly, it's very, very enjoyable.
Oh, definitely. I love since we've been here now since the merge, PLR and PLR, and then it's been coming up to a year now. I only remember that because it's my son's first birthday today. So.
Aw, congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, cheers. So yeah, it's coming up to a year since we've merged, a 1 year anniversary of the merge. So, and the league's gone strength to strength and gets better every season. And with this new ESTV on the horizon, on its way, that should increase our viewers as well. Have a lot more viewers coming through.
Exactly, and if you are coming from ESTV, I do want to welcome you guys as well to Prospects eRacing League, as we have races from Monday all the way down till Friday. So Mondays are PC Tier 1, our PlayStation Tier 1, PC Tier 1 8 p.m. GMT, we're at the PlayStation around 10 p.m. GMT, 5 p.m. Eastern. Same that same time for Tier 2 and Tier 3, both on Tuesday, and here we are today on Wednesday, where we actually have the Xbox Tier 1 on Thursdays at 4 p.m. EST, 9 p.m. GMT, where we have the PlayStation Academy at 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. GMT on Fridays. So we have pretty much all through the work days, actually, races, and you can actually just have this in the background while you work. It makes it enjoyable.
Oh yeah, it's crazy now. It's virtually 6 days a week is now our it's now racing. The only day off I think for prospects is now Saturdays.
Yeah, because on Sundays that's where we're thinking of having our Gran Turismo League, right?
Yeah, Gran Turismo Sundays. I think the plan was 8 o'clock on Sundays. So yeah, it's new stuff coming around the corner. It's exciting, really exciting.
Very, very
so
exciting.
So happy for everyone to be a part of our league and rating. So
honestly, absolutely love it. And Owen says actually in the chat, oh, his friend is in this league, Tilmo. Of course, a very, very good racer, as he actually is here tonight, currently in 14th with the 122.803 for the Alpines. We actually have one person in this league that always does a disqualification at the beginning because she doesn't want to get herself involved at the beginning of the races. And to be honest with you, especially at a track like this, very, very good strategy, because that turn 1 and 2, very difficult to get correct.
oh yeah, those turns 1 and 2 we've seen for the past 2 days. We've seen a lot of incidents going into there. It's hard to go side by side. You can go side by side through the turn 1 and 2, but you are going to touch the car next year. It's normal. There'll be a couple little taps here or there, but generally if you keep to your line, give each other space, and you both get through that turns 1 and 2, ready for the long right-hander around.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? As the drivers are now coming into the pit lane to do kind of like their mid end of the qualifying, as we still have a yellow sector 3 around Ascari, I believe there's still quite a bit of debris out there. But as it is coming down to 3 minutes actually left of qualifying here, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe Tilmo going on a fast lap here. With the ERS, I'm actually kind of curious about how quick these Formula 1 cars can definitely go down this straight. With the ERS, the DRS, and that low downforce setup, they can reach, as you can see at the bottom right, ladies and gentlemen, 340 kilometers per hour. And I think the only track that would actually do sort of around that time, it would definitely be the Mexican Grand Prix, because you have that long straight all the way down towards turn 1. And if you guys do want to watch the Mexican Grand Prix, it is here on the Prospects eRacing League channel, where we actually had a pretty eventful races from Tier 1 to Tier 3 on PlayStation, as well as the other respective leagues of Prospects eRacing League. And it's just been very, very enjoyable over the few weeks of this restart.
Oh, definitely. I've enjoyed it myself, and every week now it's getting more and more exciting. Obviously, I'm, as you know, and to the viewers, I am director of PC, so I am racing the PC league. But I come back across to the PlayStation and reserve now and again. I'm not forgetting my roots, as I would call it. So, but yeah, the expansion, and every season gets better and better in prospects, and it's going to get even more better.
But there's actually still one person still yet to actually make a qualifying lap, and that's going to be Light Sesso, as he's making it on the dire moments of qualifying, getting past all of the drivers that are waiting for the dire moments to start their lap. Of course, Guitar Man Khan currently in pole position with a 121.175. Equazer as well in the chat, tier 3 heart emojis. I love that, my man. Owen Tansley says that they've got Discord, but do they need to add us? To be honest with you, no, you really don't even need to add us. If you go onto the link and that I have posted into the chat, I can quickly post it in again if it got lost in the comments. You can just copy that into your URL. You can actually get that invite instantly, and then you just sign up with the sign up tabs that we have on Discord, and it'll be way easier for you. If you want to add us, and if you need help with some of the admins, I'm pretty sure they will definitely help you out with that. But so far, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming down to the dire moments where we saw Guitar Man Khan improve by 0.02 of a second to solidify that pole position. Let's see how the other drivers are going to be matching up to that, as we have from P1 all the way down to P11 within a second. So it's going to be very, very close here, as Vintage has been disqualified from the qualifying. And we have I believe a spun Aston Martin on the exit of Ascari, and that's actually going to be Villeneuve, who has just crashed out. Very unfortunate for that man. Tilmo just crossed the line with a 122.001, so making it now first to 12th. So it really shows how quick and how competitive these drivers can be in this division. Oh, as we just have another crash on the field here, ladies and gentlemen, of Voice of Chris around Ascari, and there's another one, the Alfa Romeo of Damor. So now Guitar Man Khan getting past his teammate. It is very catastrophic around the exit of Ascari, but it just really catches out a lot of drivers, even the best ones in real life. Like, it definitely can catch out a lot of these drivers. But Guitar Man Khan, he's going to cross the line. Wow, what a time that was from Guitar Man Khan. A 120.561. Extraordinary. Truly extraordinary.
That would have put him probably top 10 in tier 2 that time there. So probably close to the top 5 in tier 2.
Oh, Owen Tansley does not see the link. All right. At the end of this race, Owen, I'll tell you my PlayStation, and I'll send you the link from there. We'll send each other a link on the PlayStation. If you're on Xbox, I have a Microsoft account. I can link you with that there as well. But with that being said as well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to round up qualifying. Guitar Man Khan breaking records here as he has beaten the world lap record from Rubens Barrichello back in 2004 with a 121.046. So that is definitely going to be ones to watch, as well as Craigie currently leading the drivers championship. Monster was able to make up on that front row by a like a hundredth off of Craigie. So it's very close close times here to start off this race, and Owen just really shows how quick these drivers can be and how competitive they are on the track.
Oh yeah, the times, the gap between second to 10th is so close, and even further down as well. It's, this tier is getting a hell of a lot more competitive in tier 3.
It's
Really
getting
good.
very competitive, yeah. Because we actually had some newcomers to prospects where they actually got up to like tier 1 and 2, where some of those drivers actually had to be demoted to tier 2 and tier 3. So it makes a lot more competitive drivers coming into prospects, making it a more enjoyable scene for all of us. But of course, with Prospects eRacing League, we are not only on YouTube, where we actually have all of the streams, but I'm actually going to leave it with Owen to see where we are actually on the other socials, Owen.
So we are on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter is the main one, main focus, because you can do a lot more on Twitter. But also we have our Instagram as well. So go out there, gives us follow. At, bear with.
No worries. But of
At
course,
Prospects F1 on the Instagram, and then I think Prospects F1 again on the Twitter. So you will Prospects eRacing League on the Twitter. You will also find probably our how would you call it? You wouldn't call it the sister company because it's technically Prospects, but you'll also find Prospects by Sports Illustrated. Obviously, they're the company that allows us to do what we do and to bring great racing to you all. So go give them a follow as well. So.
And also a big thank you to all of the people that are here tonight. Also a big thank you to Prospects themselves for having us, especially in my seat. I always feel just grateful to just be in this comms box to do Prospects. I wish I could do it every day, but of course. It gives other people an opportunity to come into the commentary box and show off their skills. But as well, ladies and gentlemen, again, please follow Prospects F1 on Instagram and Prospects eRacing League on Twitter, like you said, Owen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And that'll be and we'll be posting like just random like updates about the league when it comes to the standings, when it comes to different collabs like potentially ESTV. And
Yeah, so basically we'll be posting sort of a lot more announcements on social medias, because that'll obviously help through the ESTV as well. But there, because we want to get our name out there, it's one thing we talked about when planning for season 6, that we wanted to focus on the social media, and yeah, this is what we're doing. We having a real focus on it, and to get our name out there more. So.
And honestly, it's been a very enjoyable ride so far. And honestly, I could definitely see years to come for this one. We can definitely see years to come, and I hope I'll be around at that time. I have a potential job opportunity in the future, actually, Owen. So a lot of people actually in the Discord don't know this, but I have a potential job opportunity with CAD, like computer aided design. So
Oh, yeah.
there could be a time to where I might have to, like, if it starts to pick up very well, I might have to make a little bit of an announcement. But it's all in the works as well, ladies and gentlemen. So don't be too relieved that I'll be leaving. But as we see Guitar Man and Monster making their way down towards the starting grid, we're seeing the Rolex clock hit hit right at the middle of that hour. Well, not the middle, the end of the hour actually. For us, it's the middle of the hour. But they're all lining up. Page as well, lining up at the back. Let's see how these drivers take us now. 5 red lights to kick us off for Tier 3 PlayStation Round 2 of the Monza Grand Prix. Let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. Very excited. 5 red lights as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They're revving their engines, and they are ready to kick this off. Lights out, and away we go. An amazing start there for Craigie as he's already moving up, and he already has taken the lead. Guitarman Khan, unfortunate with that start as he falls behind, almost going 3 wide in that mid pack. You actually see all of them as a deep dive right there for Voice of Chris, and then Monster having himself a little bit of a slide down towards turn 1. He has actually front wing damage, lost that end plate, but he moves back up to 9th. Cavaliers and Light Sesso having themselves in a good battle for P2 as they make their way down towards the second chicane. So far, a lot of good battles over the field. Panaman as well as Voice of Chris having themselves a battle. Monster looking on the inside, and it just shows how Monster drives. Even with that broken front wing, he can still find the grip and make his way through. As we actually recently passed by a spun Alpha Tari of Gasmore Pam, so he's gonna have a little bit of a struggle there. As Bubbers goes completely wide around turn 7 and goes into the gravel, luckily not to get stuck in there as well.
What a start there for Craigie. An excellent getaway there. He just got on that power really well, and Guitarman Khan just lost the clutch, as you can say. He's fallen back all the way to 9th. He's had a dreadful start. Like Sesso making some gains as well. Cavalos gaining 1 position. So a few gainers there, and a lot of guys that have lost out.
Exactly, but now we can actually see that front 3 really start to pull themselves away. Panaman now looking on the inside of Rail Shadow. Light Sesso and Craigie, as Craigie takes a lot of that curb around turn 2. And Cavalier is able to make his way up to P2 now, catching Light Sesso in that battle. Panaman was successful with his overtake, as we have about 5 drivers going into the pit lane if Gasmore Pam does that as well. But look at Real Shadow right on the tail end of Panaman Gaming. And all of these drivers just giving it their all. But of course, it's not a sprint race here, ladies and gentlemen. It is a kind of a marathon when it comes to racing. You don't want to, like, of course, you want to get a really good start, as we saw with Craigie. As Cavalis has crashed out in the middle of the road on turn 7, and that is going to be a virtual safety car here, ladies and gentlemen. As Cavalis is now out of this race, Forza Fodati has oh man. I am shocked. I'm shocked.
Oh, gutted for the guy. Got good qualifying pace. Got a good start there, and I say races ended early.
Very, very unfortunate there. Very unfortunate. However, luckily it's only a virtual safety car, so we're going to give all of those marshals plenty of time to get all of that debris off the track and get themselves ready for the green flag. As Real Shadow goes into the pit lane, potentially looking at front wing damage, I do believe. Same goes with Qatar Khan, as starting in pole position, just couldn't get that start off right. And Craigie, that is going to be a start that we are going to remember for a long time here, Owen, because that start was absolutely, like, he was like Speed Racer coming into turn 1. Yeah. That was extraordinary.
What a start, and that got that on the clip as well, so I'll definitely be putting that forward. Great start there by Craigie.
That was an amazing start, and if you guys want to see a replay of that start, you can actually watch this video back. I'm pretty sure it'll definitely be on the Discord as well. It's gonna be it's definitely gonna be one to remember. But so far, the biggest winner at the beginning of this race, of course, Craigie with an extraordinary start. But the person that gained the most positions is actually gonna go down to Villeneuve, 1965. Gained a whole 10 positions, started in 15, now in P5, right behind his teammate of Mark 7 God, who actually crashed, who actually had himself a little bit of a incident during the qualifying, collecting himself with the woe and Ascari. But so far, a pretty good race so far, as we have a yellow flag as well, with Real Shadow having a slip at the second chicane. Oh, and we have another battle on the field here, ladies and gentlemen. Kevo and Tilmo. I think this is actually going to play in Tilmo's hands here, as Kevo will not be having DRS, and Tilmo will. So this could be a side-to-side battle down towards turn 1. Kevo with the fastest lap for the time being, but Tilmo looking around the outside. Kevo trying to defend on the inside. Is he going to try and stick his nose in? They're going to go side-to-side here around turn 1 and 2. Kevo with the beautiful dive in was able to make up the position. Mellow space as well, getting past Chaos Druid. So both of the McLarens having themselves involved in the in overtakes. One of them losing a position. Kevo was the one to gain the position up to P5 with a beautiful late braking as he collects a lot of air there. That's definitely, hopefully the photographers actually caught that, because that would have been a cool screenshot there.
I did. Yeah, I just caught that. So.
Oh, love it. See, love that. Absolutely love that. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, this, if you guys are just queuing in, welcome to Prospects eRacing League, where we are here for Tier 3 of the PlayStation Division for Round 2 at the Monza Grand Prix. It's been an extraordinary start as Tilmo is starting to get past. Oh, a little bit of a slip on the exit there of Ascari, and that's going to give Kevo the opportunity to get past, but it could be the same old story where Tilmo will be having DRS and getting the position back down towards turn 1. Up the field, we see Light Cecil now looking on the inside of Craigie down towards turn 1. You can see the blinking red lights, using all of that ERS to make the job done, and he now leads this race. Start of lap 5. Oh, and there's a crash on the field here, ladies and gentlemen. There is a crash. Bubbers have crashed out at Ascari, in the middle of Ascari, right on the first corner, and usually it would be on the exit corner. But now, Bubbers and Cavalis, it's a Mercedes and a Ferrari now out of this race, and that brings out the safety car here.
Surprised there's only just one come out now, because Cavalos's crash, I'm surprised it didn't bring one out then, to be honest. So,
well, it was lucky that they were able to get that car out of the way in time, because especially at a corner like that, that's on the inside. If someone does like a little bit of a shake up through turn 7, they're gonna make contact with that Ferrari. But just luckily everyone was able to get past nice and easy with no collisions. Unfortunate for both Bubbers and Cavalis, as they are taking early leaves out of this race, and they're going to be taking early showers. Just don't use all of the soap, because I need a shower right after this as well, because it is a hot day here at Monza. I am sweating right now.
So that safety car really ruined Craigie in terms of he was about to come back at Sesso on the straights, but safety car came out at the wrong time. But
the thing is, he is in a Red Bull. Oh, and he has front wing damage.
Oh, that's going to cost him at least 5 seconds. He may drop.
As
no, I think
let's see. Oh, luckily just able to get past Panaman Gaming, but the old soft runners that decided to stay out is actually both of the McLarens, actually, of Chaos Druid and Kevo, were the old medium runners of Artistic Genius, Vintage, Tilmo, and Villeneuve, who is starting off this safety car restart. They stayed out on their set of mediums, and their strategy is really going to be starting to pay off at this point.
It's gone really well for the medium runners.
Yeah,
Only
exactly.
issue comes when the medium runners now can stay out. They are the... Hold on. Just changing my... Put my... I've got all my HUD off, so I don't have to put it all back on to look for the information.
Oh, no worries, I got you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Of course, being our photographer here in Prospects eRacing League, those pictures will definitely be posted in where actually would those pictures be posted, actually, Owen?
So they'll be for the intro, for the ESTV. So they'll be basically the Prospects intro of you guys racing. Obviously, it won't be your names on there, but it will just be for mainly for the advertisement of Prospects and stuff like that, and future stuff for going on as well. Just allows us to collect some wheel-to-wheel racing. Basically, is all we want to see. Stuff we can promote to ESTV and to people, so to get them joining up and signing up for Prospects.
Oh, And I'm looking at the chat as well. So there's a lot of people supporting Tilmo here tonight. David Boyer in the chat as well, saying it was bad luck there for Chaos. But so far he's made it up to P4. So I wouldn't say it's bad luck right now. There's a lot of good drivers out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and all of them I say definitely earns a lot of respect and a lot of followers as well. There's a few people here to actually support Paige as well, HCE Baguette and P13. We also have yeah, so there's Tilmo people upset with Bubber's incident, but I'm pretty sure he'll definitely make his way down to the clinic, and he'll definitely be fine. We'll keep you updated on that once we get the word. Because I wouldn't be surprised if that's a concussion, because that was a heavy hit.
Oh yeah.
Wow. But so far to kick this off, I'd say it's definitely a very very good race so far, ladies and gentlemen. We actually had an amazing start, amazing start from Craigie. Unfortunate start for Guitar Man Khan, but was able to make his way back up to P9. And wait, let's just say
P7 as well, just to add in there. So.
Wait, a la Madrid? Wait, did Madrid win?
Yeah.
They won.
Yeah, they won.
Oh wow.
6-5 aggregate.
Wow, man, that was a huge comeback. Cause to be honest with you, I thought Pep Guardiola was gonna win that. I really thought that Man City was gonna win that there, cause they had such a very good goal near the middle of the second half. Wow. So Real Madrid, and it's going to be Liverpool going into the Champions League finals.
And it's going to be a entertaining one. Big rivalry between the teams in the Champions League.
Oh yeah, definitely. Of course, Real Madrid, the team that actually have won the most Champions Leagues, I believe, of 14, looking to make it 15. If I have done that correct. You know what? When in doubt, Google it out. Hold on. And yes, I actually am Googling it, guys, because I am dumb. So hold on. Here we go. Oh, so I was... Oh, so, wait, no. So they've won 12. Why did I think 14?
So going back to the back to the race, Craigie pitted for mediums there. Is he going to try and make him get to the end? It's going to be a stretch.
I think it's going to be very tough.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be relying on another safety car at least to try and get back on them softs. And Sesso on softs again. He's going to have to pit. So some of the guys that are on, I think everybody would have to pit again at least, even the ones that are on fresh mediums.
Yeah, so I think those mediums are really gonna struggle, like when it comes to the near end of this race. I think like even like with people like Craigie and Mark 7 God and Panaman that just pitted for those set of mediums, I still have a feeling that they might struggle. In my opinion, I think they might struggle actually. In this, because like the thing is, those softs you could probably push like about maybe 9, maybe 10 laps, and probably do like about 16, 17 on those set of mediums. But with us starting, it will be actually 19 laps to go, and I think those mediums are definitely going to start to feel, and we could potentially see some punctures. But Villeneuve will be starting off the safety car now, coming around Parabolica. Hopefully he has done his homework and warmed up those tires, as we just saw the safety car go into the pit lane, and it's an amazing start there. Chaos Druid and Light Sesso with that unfortunate start, as Light Sesso got the overtake before the oh, hold on, we have a crash. Gasport Pam has crashed around the exit. Oh no, so unfortunate there, as Vintage actually goes into the runoff area of turn 1 and 2. Same with his teammate of Rio Shadow, who really cut across a lot of people there on that re-entrance. So a little bit of a dangerous re-entrance for Rio Shadow there, but he's currently in P11 where his teammate of Vintage, who actually did a very safe rejoin, is currently in P9, where we just saw Pandaman actually make his way through Chaos Druid, and yes, actually through, literally. Surprising. Never knew that they were this futuristic, Owen.
Kevo is over on the back of Villeneuve here. He won't get DRS for at least another 2 laps, is that correct?
Yep, it'll be on the start of the 3rd lap, so it'll be actually on the start of the 11th. So we're currently on the 9th lap here, as they now make their way through Ascari, and Kevo really testing out the track limits there.
I think that
What
was
happened?
Pandaman that just went off.
Oh, Guitarman Khan as well, actually, has gone off the exit of Ascari, now falls down to around practically last place as he's now being overtaken by Monster on the inside here. So unfortunate start right there for Guitarman Khan, both being actually a pole position as well, as we do see
There you go,
Mellow
Kevo.
Space and Page. Oh, Kevo?
Is he going? Yeah, he's going for it.
Has he gotten it?
Oh, what a move! What a move! That's a lovely move.
Oh, and I'm looking at
Oh,
3
good
wide
in there.
potentially, with Artistic Genius, Craigie, and Voice of Chris coming down towards turn 1 and 2. Voice of Chris being the one to make his way through. Craigie is now going right on the tail end of Real Shadow as well. Mellow Space getting overtaken by Guitar Man Khan near the back, as well as Dalmor looking at the looking on the inside of Page, but decides to back out of it. It would have been a little bit too ambitious of a move there, but so far Kevo with that beautiful overtake on Villeneuve now actually has Villeneuve out of the DRS distance.
Villeneuve's got light cess all over the back of him as well.
I'm also looking at Vintage.
Softs.
Oh yeah, right. KS Druid is still AI. I forgot about that. But it looks like there's 3-way battle now. Yeah, actually, as you just said, with that, Villeneuve is actually closing in now on Kevo. Of course, the DRS being enabled now. I'm not too sure if they would have it down the straight. No, they will not. But now Light Cessa going around the outside of Villeneuve down towards turn 1 is able to close the gap and get right ahead. Those soft runners of Light Cessa and Kevo able to get past Villeneuve easily, just really finding the grip in those old set of softs, and I think it could be a difficult one for them, as we just saw Craigie and Real Shadow get past Chaos Druid as well. Dalmor and Mark 7 God having themselves a battle, and look at this pack near the middle as they almost lock tires with Artistic Genius and Dalmor, and look at Monster with the, oh wow, look at Monster with that overtake on Artistic Genius. Lando Norris-esque with that one. Same goes with Mark 7 God getting right in front of Artistic Genius. Same goes with Guitar Man Khan. Artistic Genius is really falling down the order now on those medium compounds. But Monster, what an absolute overtake right there. It was kind of like Lando Norris on Charles Leclerc, but instead of on the inside, it was around the outside. And it was a beautiful overtake, just collecting a little bit of grass there as well. So, luckily not to get himself a spin, as Craigie is now looking around the outside of Real Shadow. We'll be getting DRS. The blinking red lights for Real Shadow is going to give Craigie the go-to, saying, yep, I'm going to get this. And out the front as well, Light Sesso getting past Kevo, and he now leads this race, coming to the midpoint of the Monza Grand Prix. And now, there we go. As I said, Craigie making his way past Real Shadow up to P7. A beautiful overtake. Dalmor getting overtaken by Monster as he now finds himself into the top 10. A lot of overtakes in this midway of the race here, Owen. What do you think?
Some excellent overtakes here, guys. This is really some good stuff. Good battling between them all, and you know, it's very sort of cat and mouse stuff, really, in terms of one lap the driver behind gets you, and then next lap you'll get the driver in front. You know, switching back and forth switching. It's good stuff. Good to watch. Entertaining to watch as well.
Honestly, very, very entertaining. And now Craigie has gone past one Haas in the previous lap. Now he's going to be looking at the other one of Vintage with the DRS up towards Ascari. He's looking on the inside here. Almost going side to side through Ascari. My heart. As he collects a little bit of the curb on the exit there. That is a recipe for disaster, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go side to side through Ascari. It is a recipe for disaster, and I'm telling you that.
You have to really trust. Yeah, you have to have some serious trust in the guy you're racing to be able to go side by side through there.
Exactly. As we just saw Panaman make his way up to the podium positions of P3, we're now seeing Craigie look on the inside of Vintage down towards turn 1, and he's able to get past. Both of the Haas down 0, Red Bull 1. Well, actually 2, actually, with Craigie getting both of the Haas. Beautiful right there. As the grid is starting to get spread out a little bit, I am seeing a lot more people coming into the stream. I do want to say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prospects eRacing League. We have just made our way to the midway point of this race, where it is the PlayStation Tier 3 division of round 2 here at the Monza Grand Prix. Commentators, myself, Just Gaming, and PLR Owen as well. Folksy had himself a little bit of a sore throat.
Spin of the Haas, and that's Vintage lost it. Oh,
yep, I see that damage. And that's a safety car.
He took too much curb and spun.
But no, I'm actually going to ask you this now, actually, Owen.
Yeah.
As there is a safety car, do you pit on a set of mediums or do you pit on a set of softs?
Oh, hold on. Let me get my HUD back up.
Because I'm actually seeing Kevo and Monster both on 12 and 10 lap old set of softs. So if they go on another set of softs, they can definitely do it. Kevo, of course, would have to go on a set of mediums to end this race, as he started on those red compounds. But do you think that we could definitely...
Mediums would be to keep quick at the end. Softs, you could get to... Yeah, you could. But those last couple laps, especially through Ascari and the fast-paced corners, yeah, you really start to feel the wear. So on the safe side, I'd go the mediums, but if somebody's willing to risk it and go for it, go for the softs, because if you make those gains in those first couple of laps of the safety car ending, then it could be worth your while. So, like, Craig has gone for softs again, so...
Yep, same goes with Tilmo and Real Shadow, as well as Paige currently in P12. She'll be, well, P14 as the drivers are coming out of the pit lane. It's going to be a close one here, as... it's just tough to see. It's just going to be the mediums overtaking the grid, but I think those softs... What they would have to do, especially Craigie, currently being in the Drivers' Championship lead after round 1, he wants to gain as many positions as he can and get ahead of Light Sasso as quick as possible. So when those softs start to deteriorate and start to lose a lot of pace, it'll be too late for Light Sasso or even Kevo at that point to actually start to catch up and potentially battle out for a position. But of course, he has 6 drivers ahead of him, one of them actually being on the soft compound of Tilmo. So he really needs to get that beautiful early start and a quick start as well, like how he did at the beginning of this race.
And the exciting thing as well is you have no clue who's going to win, because any one of them out of that 16 could probably win this at the moment, because with this safety car it's really thrown a spanner in the works. We've seen Craigie get to first, safety car comes out, pits the first time, and he dropped down quite far. Now he's back up to 7th. You know, Tilmo, Villeneuve made some gains. Kevo up there in P2. You know, Light Sasso's looking strong, but it's anyone's win here. It's anyone's win. This is exciting.
And it's going to come down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have done the marathon, and it comes down to the point of this race where it's going to be a full-out sprint. All of these drivers going to want to end on this tire compound, as we're going to be looking around 12 laps to end this race if the safety car comes in this lap. Of course, Artistic Genius going into the pit lane to end on a set of hards. So a little bit of a different strategy for Artistic Genius. He thinks that the tire will degrade even quicker, actually. We're going to have to check back with him to see how he starts this off. Of course, he needs to warm up those hards hards as quick as possible, because it takes a few laps to get those hards into temperature and find its true pace. But let's see as well, because it's gonna be difficult, man. Like I actually forgot to do it like the past few races where I would do like a prediction to say who I think might win or who I think might get pole position. Now coming to the end of this.
Sorry, I was getting the top of a drink.
No worries. Oh, actually, I should have got myself a bottle of water. I think it might. Oh man, I really don't know.
No, like Sesso has looked strong. He's got a strong chance, but then Kevo is now is in P2. He's quick. Pandaman, Villeneuve up there as well, and then the three soft runners in that top 10 could really throw a surprise in this. So it's easy. Well, it's an easy track to overtake. Really, that's why we all love it, because it's a track that really allows overtaking.
Exactly, especially with all these straights. But now Light Sesso is gonna make it right towards the timing line where he's gonna go on the throttle, but I think that's gonna be a little bit counterintuitive because Kevo will be having slipstream down towards turn 1. Tilmo, three wide towards turn 1, a little bit of a collision with Tilmo and Villeneuve, and Tilmo makes his way up to P4. Craigie trying to go around the outside, and he's able to get past up to P4 for Craigie. That was almost very, very dangerous right there. Tilmo and Craigie Tilmo and Villeneuve locking tires as we now see Kevo and Craigie going side to side. Oh my god, I can't put my eyes away. My eyes are peeled to the screen because this battle's all over the field here, ladies and gentlemen, to kick this one off. And as Equator said in the chat, the best way to say it, a super restart to this race, as Craigie is now looking around the outside of Kevo, and Craigie is now into the podium. Now what he needs to do, get it within the DRS distance of Pandaman Gaming or Light Sesso or both, and make himself known in that front battle.
Kevo lost out a lot there. He just he overcooked it a little bit into that first corner and had to take the runoff to get out of the way. So unlucky there for Kevo.
It's getting very, very close. Craigie is able to channel in those set of sauce and use all of that ERS that he has. He's now down to half the battery just to make his way up from P7 up to P3. It's gonna be a close one here, man. It's gonna be a close one to see who's gonna be the one crowned king of Monza or queen. You never know. But you actually see Tilmo. Tilmo's now looking on the inside. It's gonna be the Alpine versus the McLaren. Tilmo and Kevo down towards turn 4 and 5. Can Kevo defend it on the inside? He does, and he's able to hold on. A little bit of a scramble exit for Tilmo, and that's going to give Real Shadow the opportunity to move up to P5 there. Tilmo now down to P6. We see Qatarman Khan right on the tail end of Monster, who currently is sitting on a 3-second time penalty for his Ferrari, and that's really going to make him lose a lot of positions, especially how close the grid is at this point. But now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 and a half laps now at this point until we see who has won here at Monza. Can Craigie push himself even further for the Drivers' Championship? Won last week at Mexico. Is it a back-to-back win for Craigie to kick off Season 6? We're going to have to wait and see. 10 laps left until we find out the answer here, ladies and gentlemen. But so far, Owen, what a start. What an absolute beautiful start from everybody there.
Oh, I'm telling you, every time there's a safety car, it throws a spanner in the works, and you get a different driver to look for the looking at the win. So, oh, we got the McLaren going in on.
Oh, the gap is there, but can he defend it? No, he cannot. Real Shadow makes his way up to P4 here, and Kevo just got lost out. Those softs are really gonna channel in a lot of pace at the beginning of this restart, but I think those mediums, Kevo might just have to just stay right behind Real Shadow, let him pull him with the DRS, and then he can channel it in on the last lap where his grip levels will be better than the old softs. But now we're back up to the front three here, Owen, and we're seeing Pandaman and Craigie both with DRS. Pandaman has actually lost out a lot of ERS as he has the blinking red lights on the back. As we now enter Ascari, Pandaman and Light Sesso, they need to work together to defend against Craigie, or else Craigie will be easily making his way through. Both of them now low of ERS, so Craigie is in the best scenarios that he can possibly get as Mark 7 Goddess crashes out around Ascari, and that is going to be another safety car, and it could be the last safety car,
no.
as Panaman goes into the pit lane, and Light Sesso is still out there on his old set of mediums. We're actually gonna go
spanner in the works.
We're actually gonna go on board with Artistic Genius to see the actual damage of Mark 7 God here. Oh, and the yep, wow, damn. I guess someone got the cleaner from Hitman. Damn. Because that was quick, you know, like that was actually like quick.
Yeah, that was. The Pandaman and Real Shadow jumped into the pits there on the softs, so did the below them as well. So, Will the guys above them shouldn't lose out too much because they'll have the delta stopping them from losing too much. But
yeah, but I think
what happens.
I think it's gonna be very tough for them now because they're mediums.
Have to pit. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have to pit to go on softs.
No, they I don't think so. No? I think that they would stay out and keep that track position.
True. Depends how, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I guess those soft runners got to make their way through. But it's a risk. What risk would you take? Anything they do right now is going to be a risk.
But this is the thing right now as well. Panaman Gaming, I think he has really made the wrong decision here because he was in second, could be potentially be in third at the end of this race once Craigie could be getting the overtake at the start of this, and I think with him now being down to P8, he's gonna have to work even harder to make his way back up, and with him having a lot of that pressure on him to get back into that podium, I think it's the wrong call, and I think that he might actually make a mistake here with that. But he still made the decision to go into the pit lane. Everyone decides to stay out and keep their track position, but Craigie has now been given a gift. He now has nothing in between him and the race leader. And I think that is the best thing for him right now, and it could be a back-to-back win here for Craigie to start off Season 6. And I'm looking at the chat as well. Everything is kicking off as well here, ladies and gentlemen. It is kicking off. Owen Sharpie, Lassie Larson, Equizer as well. Owen Tansley. There's a lot of Owens, I can say. We got PLR Owen. We got Owen Sharpie. We now got Owen Tansley. There's actually someone in the chat that that comes in here and there just called Owen. We need to number you guys. So we have Owen number 1, which of course will be you. We have.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Oh, I know you would. You would love that.
Yeah.
Owen Tansley as well. How do I commentate with you? So of course you would get yourself signed up. I saw that you were having a little bit of errors. If you message one of the admins, I think that I'm pretty sure that after this race or potentially tomorrow, they'll happily help you out getting yourself signed up. And if you want to do commentary, you can definitely get yourself like signed up with that. Of course, it won't be on that sign up. You'll have to like message the admins to say, hey, I want to do commentary, and they'll definitely put your list on there. I can show you the ropes if you'd like for the academy. I think that'll be a good start for you.
Yeah, we're always looking for new staff to come on board. We're an open family, and we always want people want to help out and come on board, and they're welcome to.
And of course, I've actually, and honestly, if you're scared to do commentary, mate, honestly, I was the same way when I started. Like Owen, it was so bad, I actually had to delete the commentary off of my channel because it was so bad. I was like, oh, what in the world am I doing?
Justin, can you put the throttle map on for the restart, please? Just
the telemetry.
Yeah, for the restart. Yeah, and wait there.
No worries.
Check your messages.
On Discord?
Yeah. There we go. All good. Lovely.
We're all set?
All good, yeah. I think we
Alright.
are. I think he'll be coming in right now, the safety car. So.
And we actually have Chappers as well in the chat that he used to do commentary and want to get back into it. Really enjoyed it. I think you would definitely enjoy getting back into it, especially nowadays where there's actually a lot of leagues looking to for people to do commentary. To be honest with you, there's tons. Christopher as well in the chat. How do you get yourself involved in playing this? If you message, yep, as the Equator just said, PlayStation and Discord. Of course, we also have Xbox and PC if you want to join those leagues, but it's mainly a Discord server where you'll have to get the invite link. But now, ladies and gentlemen, Light Sesso is going to be around 6 laps left around Monza to see who's going to be taking the win here. Will it be Light Sesso, Craigie, Kevo, or any of the one in the back? But it's going to be Light Sesso to kick this one off once again. And a beautiful restart as well. Time and time again for Craigie as he's now looking down towards the inside, now down towards turn 1. Can he stick his nose in? No, he cannot. Light Sessa with a beautiful door shut down towards turn 1. And same with the exit there as well. Craigie, oh, he's looking on the inside here. Lando Norris-esque as he collects a little bit of the dirt down towards turn 3. Can he make himself into the lead of this race here? It's going to be a close one as they dive down towards the second chicane, sorry. And Craigie is able to make the position there. Monster looking now on Kevo on that restart. We see Panaman looking on the inside of Guitar Man Khan down towards turn 6, collects a little bit of the curb there, was lucky enough to not spin around, but he's now still going side to side, a little bit of a nudge, and Panaman is able to go, but who is that into the wall? And that is going to be Guitar Man Khan. A huge collision as him and Panaman have himself a little bit of a contact on the exit of turn 7, goes into the wall, luckily to not be out of this race, because that was a heavy hit there.
Extremely hit. I think he out? Oh, my HUD's off, so I have to quickly turn it back on. I think he's fine. How is he not DNF? I do not know on that one. So
I really have no idea on that one, but we're now seeing. We're seeing Real Shadow go into the pit lane. Domore been just overtaken by Tilmo as he is now looking on the tail end of Villeneuve. We see Voice of Chris and Baguette down towards turn 1, and Voice of Chris makes up the position. Mellow Space and Chaos Druid having themselves a battle, and Mellow Space makes the position as well. Love to see that, man. Honestly, a beautiful overtake there. Now we're seeing Monster go around the outside of Kevo as Guitar Man Khan retires into the pit lane. I'm pretty sure with that heavy hit, definitely got some mechanical damage where they had to bring the car back into the pit lane. I gotta say, with that contact, luckily that car was able to make it to the pit lane.
Yeah, I don't know how that did not DNF him. That was a huge hit. He must have just got lucky on where the car hit the barrier. So.
The thing for me that gets me the most is that with that heavy hit, imagine the neck movement. Like, we don't want to recreate Dale Earnhardt Sr. In Formula 1. We don't want to recreate that.
But catch Munster there overtake the McLaren of
Kevo, yeah.
Kevo. Yep,
yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
No worries, no worries.
It's because I call it on sort of for the clip, and then I have to check as I'm saying it, who is it for you guys on the stream. So, because if I just say the McLaren and the Ferrari, well, there's another McLaren in the race. So
yeah, exactly. But now we're looking at Panaman Gaming. Look on the inside of Kevo down towards turn 1. His set of softs are really gonna find the grip as he shuts the door on the exit and makes his way up to P4. Kevo with those set of mediums. I'm telling you, like, even though. Well, actually, hold on. Actually, it looks like Panaman's plan to actually go in those set of softs actually worked. He's actually technically in podium position as Monster has a time penalty. As we now see Voice of Chris and Domore make their way down towards the second chicane as well. Oh, and I think you were just saying something there. Sorry to cut you off.
No, I'm just saying he took the risk and it's paying off for Panaman there.
Exactly, but ladies and gentlemen, with 3 laps left to go, I want to hear from you guys in the chat. Have you been enjoying this race here for Tier 3 of Prospects here at Monza? And as well, I want to know who you guys believe should get Driver of the Day. I want to hear from you guys as well in the chat. But again, guys, thank you so much for coming in as we have about 3 laps left to go once Craigie passes that finish line. We also see a 3-way battle for second with Light Sesso, Monster, and Panaman Gaming come around Parabolica. Panaman with those set of softs is really looking to make himself pass down towards the chicane, but it's going to be close. Lassie says Page for Driver of Today, of course, gaining 10 positions as well. As we now see it, almost getting 3 wide there for a sec. Villeneuve able to make his way past Kevo down towards turn 1 and 2 as he solidifies that P5 position. Donmore and Voice of Chris having himself an incident. Donmore into the gravel on the exit, and that's going to make him lose a lot of momentum there as we have a yellow flag due to that as well. But look at this now. We see these 3 drivers of Light Sesso and Monster and Panaman. Light Sesso got caught off guard and down to P4. I also see Bastian as well in the chat. Equazer saying who they think should get Driver of the Day. Owen Tensley says Tilmo. Of course, a little bit biased on that one. Patty Pat in the chat as well, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 1 co-coms with Lemony Tang. A big shout out to him as well. And a Tier 2 driver in Prospects, and it's been an extraordinary race here. I wish I could say the same for yesterday, but there was just a little bit of complications that I believe that we have fixed here today, Owen.
Oh yes, it's fixed here today. I don't think there's been any issues, so all gone smoothly.
It's gone very, very nicely, but now, ladies and gentlemen, 2 laps left to go, and Craigie with a staggering lead could be looking at a back-to-back win to start off the Season 6 Tier 3 division. As we now see Panaman, he's looking for the dive down towards turn 1 on Monster as they go side to side, and Pandaman with a beautiful defense against the DRS of Monster. Now that is dedication into a corner.
Lovely racing. That is some lovely racing by both drivers to give each other room. Oh, that's some great stuff there.
Love to see that as Villeneuve takes a little bit of a trip down the exit curb there. Did go off the throttle, so no time penalty for that man. Good job for him as well to avoid Light Sesso after the late braking and not make a collision, as we do have a spin near the back of Donmore. Donmore is now out of this race. Both of the AlphaTauris now out of this race in the dire moments of Monza, of the Grand Prix. But now we see Tilmo and Villeneuve having a switch for P5 and P6. But so far, ladies and gentlemen, I think this has been a very, very good race to kick back off Season 6 of Prospects, as we have a beautiful scenery with Tilmo here at Monza. I think this track is just absolutely gorgeous, and I wonder what it would be like if they actually reopened the oval sector of Monza. What do you think?
It would be great, but I don't think they would. I don't think they'll allow it into the F1 circuit. I'm not too sure on.
I don't think so neither. Especially due to the what's it called? The several deaths that actually has happened on that turn, which actually was one of the reasons that they've actually closed it off. As Paige as well finds herself on the runoff area down towards turn 2, and Tilmo is now out of this race. Oh, Tilmo, no, Tilmo. So unfortunate there. Light Sesso able to get past Monster, but for the final sector, I think that there is no other man that we have to go on right now other than Craigie. Started in third place, with an extraordinary start to take the lead at the beginning of the Grand Prix. Got unlucky a few times with the safety car, but was able to bring it back as he makes his way through Ascari. Ladies and gentlemen, one more corner takes away from Craigie for a back-to-back win, but it's Parabolica, and he has done it to absolute perfection. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as it's a back-to-back win for Craigie, as he has started off Season 6 in the best way possible. Pandaman has really made that late soft tire compound change during the safety car. he has made that work as he pushes up to P2, light Sesso in P3 with Monster down to P4 after serving the time penalty with Voice of Chris in P5. Kevo crosses the line in P6. Paige serving her time penalty right at the end of the race, loses out on P6, moves down to P7. Still a very, very commendable race for her as Mellow Space makes up P8, a good result for the Red Bull team with Chaos Druid in P9. Artistic Genius in the top 10, and I think this is the first time I've actually seen that personally. And what a exactly. Lamb saying driver of the day Artistic for his points finish. I think we just have to be honest with you, because last season Artistic was struggling to get into the points as Villeneuve slowly goes towards the finish line. But ladies and gentlemen, it's a Red Bull top of the podium, which we might be used to seeing in the real life scene, as Verstappen and Leclerc are having themselves a good battle. Page, of course, getting the most positions gained, but oh man. What a race.
Excellent stuff. Knew anybody could win that. The top three, Craigie, Pandaman, Sesso, drove beautifully. Pandaman paying off for that late late stop on the softs. And Craigie there really showing after the first safety car not going his way. He's showing a comeback to go take that win.
But honestly, absolutely love that, Owen. What a beautiful race that we have just witnessed to. It's a back-to-back win to kick off Season 6. What is a better way to kick off a new season of Formula 1 with back-to-back wins in the first 2 rounds? Extraordinary for Craigie, dominant throughout the entirety of the race. Real Shadow getting the fastest lap, but just misses out on the top 10 finish. Artistic Genius. Man, what a lad. Love to see it.
I was going to say, I think he's the only one out the top out of the all tiers to get back-to-back wins this season. So obviously we only had 2 races, but he's the first driver to do it. So if memory serves me right, so
well, hey, let's see if he can do it at the hat trick next week. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that's going to be it for prospects, no, we'll not. We'll be back here tomorrow for the Xbox division. That is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. GMT. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Owen, thank you so much for coming in and taking place of Folksy in the commentary. Made it very, very enjoyable, my man. Loved it, and I hope we do it again.
It's been excellent, mate. Always a pleasure to come join you in the comms box.
Honestly, absolutely loved it. I want to say thanks again to the people back at home for watching the stream and just being here from the start, even if you joined in midway as well until the finish. Thank you guys so much for coming in. If you want to see more of Prospects eRacing League, please make your way down to Twitter and Instagram and follow those pages so you'll be notified on different announcements, different updates about the league, and you can interact with us personally from there. Again, thank you guys so much for coming in for Tier 3 PlayStation Division. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Xbox Division, and we will see you next time. Lots of love and stay safe from me all.